Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37.
Now Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Take right up 30. Gun.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they actually utilize what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Bigsby. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10.
6 and 24. Go. 11. 30 left. Take right open. Take right. Go. Here we go.
Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
All right, let's go. Done. It's hot. Hey, I'm gone. 11. Hey, kill. 13. 11. 11. Hot.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars.
11 at
First
30
down.
left. Take right open.
First and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Sink right. Go. Hey, I'm gone. Hey, Soko. 11.
Lawrence will throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 38.
That's another Jaguars
13.
first down.
Go. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Parker Washington, 37 yards. And the Jaguars put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Jaguars 7, Eagles nothing.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's second and 4.
Let's go. Trim it.
Up the middle with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
It's a gain of 64 yards.
13
and the Jaguars
first
down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
on the red.
Now Lawrence. Well, this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Parker Washington with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try and do that. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one out.
That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
11, Agate. 13, Luke. Hey, I'm gun. 11.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is taken in. It's complete. And down to the 7-yard line.
Go, let's go.
It's a gain of 67 yards.
Take right open. Hey,
Jaguars,
11.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, a 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
It is good.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of
27 yards there, a first down.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 27 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Hey, Silver. Man, Carl up Yeti. Hey, easy, 63, bad. No touch.
Back to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Hey, 73, 63. Yeti. 73.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Hurts looking left side and has got a man. That's Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, that's Hunter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
11.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Lawrence. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Second down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Hey, I'm going. Go. Hey, Ginger. Go. Let's go. Go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Sink right. Go, go. 30 left.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
4-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at them all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On red. 11. And so 11. Sink right open.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep that. A big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Go. 13 left. Go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11, Agate. Hey, Kim. Go. Sink right. Silver.
Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, 45 yards. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
38, Eagles 13. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts. This is Smith to the ground. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And the call from Nick Sirianni, let's go for two here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time,
a wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
Go. Sink right.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
2nd and 10.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hands it off out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
now Lawrence to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
And this is caught right along the sideline. Well, job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Now Lawrence on the slant. He finds Washington.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey, Lion.
Here's Lawrence. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
11. Here we go.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
On red.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, run.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow
They found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
It's caught. Smith. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 66 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11.
Successful and makes the score Jaguars 38, Eagles 27. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Lisa 24.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 4-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Son.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Oh, that is... Well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bayshore Tootin from 3 yards out. And the Jags have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And an Eagle first down.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, the return is Jordan Lewis. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This